There's no place to escape to.
This is the last stream.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Hello, welcome to the last stream on the left. Hope everyone is doing pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, from us to you. Hope you're doing pretty good.
Pretty good.
We're just floating on a rock.
Fucking y'all did. We did this shit.
Please,
already.
Ben, we're all denizens of spaceship Earth.
Whoa!
That's correct. You ever been to Epcot? I just realized, like, I'm just into I'm all of these, like rays of light on.
You're like doing it totally opposite than Tom Cruise did in Mission Impossible when he avoided all of like the lasers and stuff. You're like totally.
But if you hit
busting like dildos or something.
Truly, if you hit every laser, you can actually give you money.
Oh, is that right?
It's true. But we want to welcome back to the stream, guys. It's my mandate. I'm so excited to be able to do this for all of you, to entertain all of you during the apocalypse.
Yeah,
and honestly,
why not?
starting to see some changes in this world. People being mad, yelling, starting to see some changes. People are dancing in front of the White House. Hopefully they'll get in there and start setting fire to the old chairs. Very excited for that time period.
I think they replaced the chairs, though. They do. Well,
yeah, I don't know.
Better after this one.
I don't think that Trump can sit on a lot of the antiques. You know what I mean? I think the antiques had to be switched in for a lot more fucking plastic chair.
Now you're going to force me to, the antiques were made for a weaker person.
Yeah.
Smaller, and the wood has aged. And it's like, George Washington was the biggest one. He was like 4'1".
James Madison was 5'2".
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is he the one that died of, the cholera? Didn't one of them fall down an elevator shaft? I don't know anything about presidential history, and I guarantee I will not learn.
Excuse me, James Madison was 5'4", but close.
Big
good height.
A tiny little man.
That's a good fucking height.
That's not the greatest of all heights. It's not a bad height. I mean, it is. Oh my God, my favorite guy, James Dio. It's James Dio's height.
Yeah.
James Dio. Yeah. Ren James Dio is fucking. He's the reason why I'm legit. He's a tiny man, and he's all voice.
Yeah.
He's 30 feet of voice and all. But he's so like. He just does that thing where he looks like Handsome Dave from Wayne's World. Hi, hey, he's got like that kind of thing where it's just that dark curly hair, but all the way down, all over his body. I think it's very
Maybe for a guy that size, it's just a normal amount of hair, but for him, it covers his whole body. It's possible.
I'm actually upset. I'm actually definitely upset. But today, again, the goal is to unite and to laugh today. Here on
you do a segment called "Will You Shut Off the Stream?" I'm
not doing it this week. I'm not doing it.
Not doing it this week.
No, because I don't think we need any more stressors necessarily. I'm not going to ask you to shut off the stream. Hopefully, you'll just shut off the stream because you're bored. You know what I mean?
It's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you to shut off the stream. I'm not going to ask you this time. Let's see. I wonder what we got. Fucking old school. Let's see what I got coming up here. Let's see what I got coming up. Fucking first up.
Well, I'm super excited for it, Henry. Very excited. Do you have it curated extremely well, or?
Yeah. I didn't just give the guy I met down the street that he dresses like a chicken every day, but I don't think he works for a restaurant.
Oh.
I'm sorry, my hands are blank. I'm not doing the shut off the stream for your birthday, and it's just, but unfortunately, it's not your fault.
Definitely not. Well, let's go to a video, shouldn't we then, Henry?
That's what I'm saying, man. See what we got. Let's see where I did it.
You have to tell them.
I said it. Oh, hell yeah. This is fucking, I love this song, man. This lady's got a lot of creativity.
Hell yeah.
Fucking love her outfit, dude.
That's so cool.
Very fun. Oh, my.
Greetings.
Hey.
My name is Monster.
Your name's Monster.
From planet Akbar.
All right.
A trillion miles far.
I guess you don't have to have a mask in our atmosphere. That's very nice.
I like finding new artists and raising them up.
I'm a dope designer. Yes, I am.
designer. I want to Photoshop myself, like, just into the, like, down by the rocks, just me going like.
The booties are definitely interesting. That is for sure.
That is, I'm not.
Her butt's also out there.
I'm not gonna lie. That's a part of the drawn in for me when I saw the video. As I saw, I mean, her titties do look real smushed, and I feel concerned for them. They feel very strange.
Look at that little baby. Maybe she had sex with Pinhead or something. What a guy.
Just me in the background.
He's from planet Mars.
I think she actively decided not to have any background actors.
I think that they cost money. I mean, I'm certain she could have got a couple of dudes out there, but I'm certain.
Oh my God, I would have done it for free.
I don't think Monster needs anybody. Monster, this is Monster's show, and Monster ain't gonna share the spotlight with nobody.
Whoa, look at that little baby!
Why don't you stop crying?
Oh my, the baby is in the rock. Right, stuck right perfect.
Man, to be honest, I'm gonna get Natalie in this outfit.
You did it with that baby when you hit the when you shoot the basketball and it gets stuck in the crotch of the rim.
That's very scary. I always thought that was like bad luck.
Well, I mean, you don't get the 2 points.
Bonesaw. I don't remember the name of this artist. I'm trying to think.
Whoa!
Oh!
Just got dinner for the night. Look at the size of the lobster.
Hey, she's all sort of jiggly, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I don't like lobster. I think it's overrated. I'm done with it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You know
Lobster I just don't like lobster. I don't care about it.
You know what? I'm kind of with Ben on this. Like, I am pretty lukewarm. Like, lobster is just, it's fine. I prefer crab, honestly.
I mean, to be honest, this is a debate. I'm not even going to get too histrionic about this debate because I can kind of understand a little bit what you're saying. But I like lobster, obviously. I can rip through it all the time. But crab has a little bit more versatility.
I like a lobster bisque, but that's the whole song and dance.
You guys are missing the song.
Oh my! She seems like one of the villains from Power Rangers.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I remember Power Rangers.
Yeah, Rita.
Rita, what is this? Oh, yeah, so this is Monster. Her name is Monster. That was Monsters Invasion.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, they just sent her, huh?
Crab for life? And a lot of people saying crab for life. A lot of people saying shrimp is over crab. To be honest, I'll eat all of them. My one thing about lobster is that I do love it. It is one of those things that I do have. I would like it as a celebration meal, but I don't like it necessarily in a lobster roll or those types of things because they cover it with too much stuff.
You know, I'll go shrimp over crab. I'll go shrimp number one. When we're talking sea bugs, shrimp number one.
They're too ugly to eat. Shrimp are officially too ugly to eat. That's a perfect mask. I can't look at them, and they freak me out. It's the same thing with crawfish. Anyone, I firmly believe, anyone who says they like crawfish is lying. I am wearing my Mardi Gras theme. I understand.
Yeah, how
sometimes
are you
it's
fucking
cultural.
You're going after crawdads?
Anyone who says they like them is lying. There's no way you act.
That is not true.
I think next time we go to New Orleans, you need to get a crawfish etouffee.
We need to
No,
get
I don't know how to eat it. All I do is corn. All I end up doing whenever I go to one of these boils and they throw all the corn and all the potatoes and then they got the I have the healthiest dinner of my entire week because all I do is eat the corn and the potatoes because I can't figure out the damn crawdad. And the only one time I did it, I ate its brains and it's all green and it's like disgusting.
It's good. You're supposed to eat its brains.
No, you're not.
The heel.
It's bad. It's bad.
No, you gotta suck the heel. you suck that head, and when it happens, when you suck the head, you get all the spices out of its heel.
I don't want to know what they're thinking, let alone how they taste. I feel like the crab is. I would take the crab over all three. Yes.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man, because you're just living in the wrong fucking timeline. Because crabs, fucking crawdads. To be honest, I'd rather vote for a crawdad. You know what I mean? I will fucking vote for a pile of crawdads for president.
I don't like it when things are dead and they curl up in the fetal position. I like steak gets loose here.
What do you think is going to happen to you?
I'm going to end up in a fetal position. You already said you're going to take out my legs. You're going to take off my arms so you can buy me a cheaper casket.
Well,
no, Ben's not going to. He's not going to go into the fetal position. He's going to go into the boxer position when he dies in the fire.
There's a couple of people asking, Kissel, is that Jeffrey Epstein on your shirt? Or are you celebrating Jeffrey Epstein's?
It's Andre the Giant.
That's how I see it. But I did sort of see that he does kind of weirdly has Epstein eyes.
Huh. What? How do
He's got Epstein eyes.
No, he doesn't.
Interesting.
He doesn't. Also, did you guys see Bill Barr visited the jail just before Epstein was committed died of a heart attack?
Fucking checking the food. What was he doing?
Yeah, what was he doing in Manhattan? What was he doing here?
I think the entire American experiment needs to be rebooted.
Reboot.
We need a reboot. I think that.
Hey, you look at what they did. You look at what they did
the White
with
House
Resident
fire
Evil.
again.
Sure, you look at what they did with Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, which I have found too difficult to actually play. But they're better than the originals. So
that they are.
I'm with you.
Well, let's see what we got here. Let's throw a little,
New graphics.
throw a little video down the pipe and see what we got going on.
Yeah, all new. We need America with new graphics.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Stevie
Listen.
B. In the Italian America, slang word of the day is mushad. Mushad.
Hello, this guy.
Yesterday I decided to make some marinara and cavadella. So I called my ma, says, Ma, come up, let's eat. So we eat. On the way out, instead of thanking me, she says, Sonny boy, the cavadelli was mushad.
Oh my God.
Yesterday, I decided to make some marinara sauce with cavatelli. I called my mother and said, Ma, please come up and dine with me. Afterwards, on the way out, instead of thanking me, she looks and said, Stephen, that cavatelli was mushy. Mushad!
That's not the only one. They had. Let's see the next one, because the next one is just as interesting.
I'm Stevie B. And the Italian-American slang word
Stevie
of the
B?
day is abufad. Abufad.
Double five.
I'm watching what I put in my mouth. I mean everything, down to the little piece of celery. I'm doing it for me, and I'm doing it for my longtime girlfriend, soon-to-be fiancée Josie.
They've been engaged
I miss
for
the
20 years.
days of taking a drive down the Jersey Shore, down the boardwalk, walking down and having a bite of everything. And I mean everything.
What does that mean?
Hot dog, corn on the cob, clams on the
food,
hash,
okay.
fried mozzarella, fried Oreo, everything. At the end of the day, I would be a little abufa.
Oh my goodness!
No,
I didn't
listen,
know.
now he does it in English.
Yes, I am watching what I eat, down to the littlest piece of celery. I'm doing it for myself and my love, Josephine.
Yeah,
I miss the
this is
days
not Tommy
of
Romola,
taking the
guys.
drive down to Seaside Heights, walking the boardwalk and enjoying all the culinary delights of the day. On the way home, I'd be sound asleep as Josie drove, and I'd be all stuffed.
Abufad.
Abufad.
Right? And he doesn't just do that. He also reminds us of really important moments in American history.
Okay,
Everybody,
well,
listen,
very.
it's on a serious note. 9/11 was a very, very sad day in our country, in America. So let's remember those lives that were lost on that tragic, tragic day and say a prayer. God bless all of you, and God bless America.
That's it, Abufad. You know
Are
how
you
many
gonna
times-
tell me? Are you gonna tell me we're not gonna notice he's outside of a meatball restaurant? If you're in Hollywood and you're like, I got an Italian guy, he's gonna be standing outside of a meatball restaurant talking about 9/11. You would be ostracized for racism.
Absolutely not. But guess what, man? That is exactly where he goes, because when those towers fell, you don't think the first thing he went was like, wait a second. Hey, this is Stevie B. I think that we got to go down and protect the meatball factory. Because if Al Qaeda comes and decides to attack the very heart of Jersey Shore, they're going to come all the way down here to the meatball factory. And they're going to try a couple of different confections. So they're going to go and they're going to come in and maybe they'll try some Jamaica. Maybe they'll try a little bit of Gallimard. Maybe they'll do a little bit of Manischewitz, right? But the thing you know is all these terrorists, they come in here, next thing they know, they're going to be Abufad. What you have to do is keep it going. But no, you got to get out there. He's got to protect that during 9/11.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, as far as food goes, the meatball is probably one of the safest things. You can't run a plane into something on the ground or something round. So I think we should make all of our buildings circular, and everything would probably be just fine. Even if you explode it, there's a lot of room for the explosion to go in, and we'll just keep the structure on the outside.
Why can't you run a plane into something round?
Explain that.
Well, what do you mean? Because it would be lower to the ground. So
No,
why
but
would
what? But you said specifically
you could
can't.
drive a plane into something like that.
No,
but
but I
you
mean
could
round.
not.
But what does being round have to do with it?
What does that do?
It's not going to go down. It's not going to fall. Have you ever seen it? What are you talking about? The triangle of trust, the circle of truth. What are you talking about?
There's a triangle that you brought up. No,
and the circle of truth, which also
any
can't be
circles
destroyed.
like this. In my mind, what you're saying, I mean, it is you can have your reality.
If
but in
you
my
tell
mind,
me for 1 second that a circular building isn't safer than a square, upright, rectangular building,
you ever
then
put
you're
a dick
insane.
in a butt, Kissel? Have you ever put a dick in a butt?
Yes, I have experimented. What does that have to do with it?
You could fly a thing into a round object.
A rectum, if anything, is elongated more like a rectangle than it is a circle. The circle is on the bottom. The circle is on the
What do
way
you
out.
call you don't think these circular buildings are not going to have some kind of parking garage? That is an actual physical hole in the back of it. You just got to get it down in smaller planes.
But we know for a fact, first of all, they're not doing the butthole stuff.
We don't know. We don't know what they do.
The white nationalists come after us, and our butthole's going to be very, very open for business.
So you're saying the Epcot Center is safe from any and all aerial attack?
Have you seen it be destroyed?
Sounds like the
Have you seen it at all be destroyed?
Sounds
It's
like
actually
a
the
man
first
with a
place people go
plan.
after an act of terrorism. It's the first place people go.
I will say it does sound like a plan that Kissel has secretly to fucking destroy the Epcot Center by throwing a smoke screen. This is classic smoke screen saying the Epcot Center is fine. The Epcot Center is fine. Kissel destroys the Epcot Center as a whole thing to fucking, I guess, disturb like cui bono people that make circular buildings. I don't really understand.
I don't go to Epcot. I don't go to Epcot Center or Epcot Center. I don't go to any of those because I'm too big to ride the rides. So they're bilking me. I get a full price ticket. And then I can't go on half of what
That's your fault.
Rides.
That's literally your fault.
I feel like small people pay more, big people pay more for clothes, more for plane seats.
It's more fabric.
Epcot Center because we can't go on the damn rides. If we're not taking the rides, why am I paying all that money?
We know that about merch now. The truly, and this is it's heartbreaking. But the price point for shirts between 3XL to 4XL is the saddest. It hurts my heart. The jump that goes from 3XL to 4XL. There is no reason to do it is like another 2 inches, and it is deeply, deeply upsetting.
But then on the flip side, they're selling thongs for $60. I mean, it's ridiculous what's going on out there. I don't understand it. It's all
because a lot of the time you're wearing a thong because you'll jerk off on it.
Well, I mean, you never buy a thong that you jerk off on.
I never
would catch
understood
all of it.
You know, it was a thing too. I never particularly understood, like the movies from the 70s and 80s, like the obsession with frat guys going to get women's panties.
The panty raid, yeah.
I've never truly understand the obsession. I get that. I know, like the used panty ideal, right? Like that's the thing that people would like is something that's really like. They wanted me to throw on a pair of panties and go play tennis and eat a bunch of barbecue.
You can sell those.
People would like that. But why did back in the day people just go steal just a bunch of clean-ass panties? Anybody could buy a pair of panties from Target.
No, the point is that it's not your pair of panties. I mean, you're not J. Edgar Hoover. It is a felonious capture of the flag. That's what it really is.
Exactly.
But if you capture a flag and it looks like the flag of China, well then, my friend, you got yourself a dirty pair. And she is on her wonderful. That's what I say.
Let's see what the next video is.
I agree.
I believe.
Now you see Ernie is properly restrained here, with his feet, his knees, his waist, and his arms, his neck, and the top of his crown. So when he's waterboarded, he won't be able to wiggle free and injure me. Right? He's going to speak and tell me what he knows. And if he doesn't, we're going to take this bamboo shiv when we're done waterboarding it and stick it under his fingernails and his toes. Right? He's going to speak.
This is sadly.
You're going to tell me what
this
you
is
know,
what
Ernie.
happens.
You're going to tell me.
They do this.
This is, I guarantee you, Dick Cheney
Now that I've
produced this
extracted all
video.
the information from Ernie, the only thing left is for his execution. Because we don't want him being able to track people back to us. Ernie, do you have any last words? Screw you!
What? Screw you!
Oh my
Christ!
God.
And then they
I
just hung
can't-
him.
we got a
Hung
nice
him to
little
death.
noose,
It's very
8 loops,
intense.
Why?
right? And then back down through the bottom loop and up to the top and cinch it.
I don't know why they're killing him. I don't know why they're killing him.
But what
They're
did
killing
Ernie
them so
confess
that the rest of the terrorists can't lead them back. That's
But
why.
that doesn't make. But the problem with waterboarding, which we all know, you're going to get false information. You're going to hear Ernie saying a bunch of shit about Big Bird that's not true.
That's very possible. I'm just surprised that whole thing was because Bert and Ernie are having sex with each other, right? That's all happening?
They
didn't even mention that.
It has never gone as far as to say they have penetrative sex.
Well, they don't have private parts.
They don't. You're right. And that would really affect it. And if someone came, and that's the one thing, if Ernie and Bert were indeed living felt puppets, and someone would come and, in a way, I guess, put them to sleep and alter them by giving them genitalia, that is actually a weird violation of them. You know what
Flesh genitalia or felt genitalia?
Felt genitalia that they could fuck each other with, because in the end, they're not going to have human cocks. I did see that porn, or the chunks of that porn that Tommy Pistol did with the felt.
You've been talking a lot. You've been talking a lot about Tommy Pistol.
He's a good guy.
I don't know if you are. You're one of the few people that really promote the male end when it comes to the porn stars, which is great, but it's just also like
he's a fan of the show. It's because he's a fan. Yeah,
fan. Okay.
Yeah, and he's also good. Tommy. Yeah, he's great. He's a supporter of the show. He's a friend of the show.
Yeah. Also, I'm familiar with a few male porn stars as well. You know, familiar with their work.
You haven't brought. I'm just saying. Henry has brought up the name Tommy Pistol probably 5 times a week for the last 3 weeks.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's a funny guy. Huge cock. Everybody loves him.
I know he's got a huge cock, and that's why everybody loves him. I mean,
he's a funny guy. He's a cool guy. That's all he needs.
Guy. All right. Well, Marcus will let us know how big it is. But I forgot that we used to call them private parts because they're no longer private parts because everyone shows their butthole on Instagram now.
Or they show your butthole on Instagram.
No, but they find ways around it.
I love that. I like when they do that.
I'm just saying they're no longer private parts.
He's got a pretty good one. Good for him.
Pretty good one. How long are we talking here?
I mean it's commensurate.
I would say it is I'd say it's probably a good 8 or 9 incher, something like that. Nothing intimidating, but certainly nothing to sneeze at.
Let's just stop. Let's say that's intimidating. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next video. Let's see what we got here.
Your pussy tastes just like Fiji water.
Oh my.
Fiji water. Said my pussy tastes just like Fiji water. Fiji Island.
Oh,
Girl, that
I love Fiji water.
It's water, bro.
Fiji Island. Girl, that pussy tastes just
Fiji water doesn't taste like anything.
It's honestly, it's very tasty. I actually find Fiji water specifically more tasty than the other water.
It's still water.
Yeah. It's good water.
I ain't had enough for what you did to me. Pussy tastes so good, just like that Fiji water, baby.
I don't know. If someone told me that my pussy tasted like Fiji water, I would assume that they have recognized I'm sitting in an adult diaper covered in urine.
I think people like that too, though. People like to lick a little bit of the baby.
I know, but he didn't say that. He said Fiji water.
Well, it sounds kind of like, to him, the optimal vagina taste is no taste at all.
I don't think that, but then what's the pheromones? Where are the pheromones coming in?
Yeah, you gotta have something. You gotta have some kind of.
But if the pussy tastes like Fiji water, then it essentially tastes like nothing. I mean, if it tasted like apple juice, that'd be something to write home about.
I think that guy's only had sex with real dolls.
He might have, and he just washed them. You know what I mean? He just washed them, and they do in fact taste like Fiji water. Because maybe, that's very expensive water to be fucking washing something in for no goddamn reason.
Oh my goodness, yes, absolutely. And then he also mentioned Fiji Island, which I never want a pussy to smell like an island. That's not going to be good.
You know what's strange is that you remember how Australia had like a smell. Like it had like a very pretty smell. Like it all kind of smelled like whatever the natural vegetation was. Fiji water. I imagine Fiji kind of smells like that. It's actually kind of nice.
But Fiji water doesn't smell like anything.
No, it smells like water.
But water
doesn't smell
island.
The island could have smelled like a bunch of flowers in there.
I just feel like he was not very creative.
There's some people saying that a bake academic says maybe it's about the richness because Fiji water is expensive, so maybe it's like that. People are just saying it tastes like it's wet, that it's just wet pussy, which is great.
But that's not the taste, that's the consistency.
That's consistency, yeah.
So it doesn't.
So is he just
theoretically he could be talking about a totally dry vagina that just tastes like Fiji water.
Is he saying that the pussy tastes unnecessarily luxurious? Like Fiji water?
Surprisingly luxurious.
Yeah.
For the situation.
I think that he
question for the ages.
For the artists in all of us, you have one thought, then you gotta keep on going. So he's like, pussy tastes like Fiji water. All right,
that's all he had.
That's good.
That is
what about cream de mint? Cream de mint. Okay, now we're talking a taste. At least we're getting there.
He didn't expand his purview. No, he did not. He had one bar, and he stuck to it.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Maybe Toblerone. That pussy tastes like Toblerone.
Don't put sugar in your pussy, though, because that's also bad.
No, it would still be a pussy. It would not be a chocolate. I'm not eating the Easter Bunny's ass.
Save that line. Can we actually can we isolate that? I need that. Let's throw another video down the fucking page. This is just cute.
Orcus, you hate frogs, right?
Look at it.
I more hate toads, and this is a cute frog.
That's cute as hell.
Can we see that again? Can we see it again? I want to appreciate it. Oh,
that's cute as hell, man. A little napkin on.
Ribbit. Good night.
You're paranoid.
Ribbit.
Okay, we did see ribbits in there. Otherwise, I would have thought that was a dead frog.
But you're scared of hell. You're like very scared of frogs.
Bullfrogs, specifically bullfrogs. Big, brown, fat, ugly bullfrogs. Piss all over the place, and they're awful. I hate them so much.
There's a fun video I saw on Instagram of them eating a bunch of crickets, and they are pretty cute when they eat because they have big old tongues. They're cute.
Yeah, you go back.
But like tree frogs are very cute. Those are great. But the big Texas bullfrogs, they're awful. They used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. You walk outside after it rains, there's just these gigantic bullfrogs. They're about this big around, and they're all hopping at you, and they're trying to kill you. It's awful.
They're not trying to kill you, though. They're just...
I don't know.
I don't know what they're trying to... They just think you're big ass. You're a big old log.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was only 2.5, 3 feet tall.
We've celebrated our 10-year anniversary of Roundtable of Gentlemen, and I recall you telling stories of the torture. Speaking of terrorism, you're kind of a toe terrorist.
Back in the day.
Maybe.
That's your fucking revenge. It's guilt.
A childhood dalliance, I would say.
I know. Terrorism. Maybe they saw you as, what was that, like Rainmaker in that movie? Was it Looper? They knew that as you grow up.
Looper.
When you grow up.
Man, Looper's a fucking sick-ass movie, dude. I remember fucking Looper. I gotta see that shit again.
Looper would be better if half the movie wasn't on the farm.
No,
that is true. That is the worst part of it.
You spend the whole time it was something that our buddy Mike Lawrence brought up many years ago. So many movies and TV shows, they buy it when they go to the farm. That's when everything grinds to a halt. Why you always got to go to the farm?
Farms are technically the most boring place on the face of the planet. Why do you think your movie is going to be made more fascinating by putting it at a farm?
They had to get the kid out of the city because did you guys not see the movie?
Yeah, we saw the movie.
What happened when Bruce Willis went and literally killed a bunch of children? That movie is Bruce Willis murdering children, and if the kid was still in the city, we don't even have the Antichrist anymore.
But guess what, man? If you left him at the farm long enough, he just would have fucking committed suicide because the farm is the most boring place on the face of the planet.
I love the farm.
Yeah. Don't take him to the farm. Take him to the next city over.
Take him to fucking Richardson, or take him to Wilmington, or take him to Kentuckyton.
Yeah. There's plenty of places to go.
Other than do a lot on a farm.
Have you ever been to Kentuckyton, Kentucky? Have you ever been?
No.
It's awful. You know what it is? It's a mailbox and a lynching tree.
Well,
that's the entire town.
That's Kentucky, and you know what I would do?
Chop
down that tree, make some more mailboxes, get some friendly neighbors, okay?
This is why one day you're going to be a mayor that is going to be immediately destroyed by scandal. And I think that's important.
The mailbox scandal of 2038.
They called them mailboxes. He kept mending them. Now let's take a look at another video.
Oh, that's a play on words.
I am clever.
Yes.
People say I don't do smart comedy.
Oh
yeah.
Натуральный продукт.
Did we show come?
Возьмем чуть-чуть жишки.
Okay, look at this. He slipped it all up. I'm sorry to surprise you all with this. I didn't know this was coming.
He's vaping cum. He's vaping cum.
He's putting it in a vape machine. He's gonna hit it like this.
Okay, how can we show this and not a boob? How is that legal to show and not a tit? Like, how? I don't understand. Man,
That was fucking foul.
most disgusting. Also, I thought you said you weren't doing "Will you shut off the stream?" This is actually meaner because you didn't preface it with "Will you shut off the stream?" And literally, the sentence that you said going into that was, "People say I do classless humor or whatever the hell."
People are just so upset. To be completely frank, if I had known that that video was coming up, I would have given some setup. But the fact that it wasn't and I didn't is almost better.
Yeah.
Because it just shows you how many of you leave your house just expecting things to be totally chill, and then you find nothing but trouble.
Yeah. We did learn as well today. We had some listeners email us about Semenex, Marcus.
Oh, what did they say? Does it work?
Excess semen is actually more of a side effect. It's a bodybuilder drug. So who do you want to have the most amount of cum other than bodybuilders? So they beat us in everything.
People are really very upset in the chat, which I really enjoy.
It was quite disgusting.
People are really upset. I mean, he fucking, you see him immediately know he's learned his lesson as soon as he vapes the cum. You know for a fact that he was really upset.
I mean,
why would he even put it? Why would he put that? Why did we see that? Why did we have to see that?
Y'all want to smoke some cum? Hey, what's going on, y'all? Y'all, you got the money? You got the money, dog? Hell yeah. All right, hold on 1 second.
Come on. That's a rough drug exchange, man.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, it tastes like Fiji water. I love it.
I mean, we have shown videos of people. We have shown videos of people vaping. I showed a video once of a guy vaping piss. He did not get anywhere near as chunky a clouds as that dude just got. That dude got some chunky clouds off of that vape, which I'm willing. But that's the thing, is that I have watched guys vape really gross shit before, and they didn't get anywhere near as chunky of a cloud as that guy got, which makes me think that quite possibly this guy did not actually vape cum. Because you don't get that unless he mixed it up. If he did do like a mix of like put a little bit of like glycerin in there to give the chunky clouds, because that's what gives the chunky cloud. Do you want to show it again, and we can actually watch this and we can see the cloud chunk?
We can see. I feel like people are going to be upset if we show it again. I feel like maybe we could get just to the chunky cloud part of it if we could do that. I don't know if we can, because I thought that because people always tell me that, well, you shut off the streams are too weak. They always say it's too weak, and they get upset because they see everything.
This is very nice.
That's a great frog.
This is nice. We can do this.
That's nice. But what I posit, if you'll notice, between the time that he puts the cum on the coil and the time he hits the vape, there's a cut. There's a cut scene, which makes me believe that he did not.
Oh God, people are.
I would really prefer not to see it.
Now that's cum. That's definitely cum.
Now this is Marcus's video that he not
doing this.
Well, now I've seen that.
You know this is coming.
Yeah, he's putting the cum on the coil there.
He's putting it on the coils.
I get it. I get it. But see, look, cut and chunky cloud. That cloud's too chunky. That cloud's way too chunky.
I just feel that I don't know, because it goes into the mechanism.
Yeah,
but that's the thing, is what makes the cloud chunky is glycerol. I don't know how much glycerol is actually in cum. Maybe there is some. Maybe there is some chunky viscosity in a cum.
Well, what we learned is that in Semenex, someone actually proposed in the stream a really good idea of us. What we should do is we should jerk off and see what our loads are like normally, right, over a couple of days. Then start doing Semenex and see how big our loads get.
Yeah.
Well, you have to work out. You have to do a bunch of in-gym machines and things like that.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a muscle building.
But apparently, it's the zinc and magnesium and calcium. It's this thing that they do that bodybuilders can also take. And then this listener wrote in just straight up saying that she dated a bodybuilder for a long time, and when he was on this mix, he said that sometimes he'd come and it would hit the wall.
Yeah.
See, now that's a video. That's a video we could see.
Yeah, I don't think I need this. No, I don't need this.
I don't really want to.
I don't think anyone needs it. all you need is one, and then you can have reproduction or none, and then life is easier.
It is $60 a bottle. My God,
it's a scam.
I don't need to do that just to scare my wife. I can do that with a Jason mask.
I guarantee you, InfoWars, Alex Jones is probably selling something very similar, but I'm sure it has some kind of toxin.
Some aluminum in it.
Toxin in it, yeah.
All right, well, that's great. Well, I'm glad that we took this little exploration. I'm really happy that I put that video in there and didn't remember that I did that.
Yeah, it's great.
Just so you know, if you do want to go, and get something other than Semenex, it's a little cheaper. There's one by Vigor Labs called Ball Refill. that is at least it's half price. It's half the price of Semen X. So if you want ball refill,
I don't need to. My balls can be refilled on their own. They get refilled every 25 minutes.
Is it just one of the nuts it focuses on? Fundamentally flawed packaging, but
let's take a look at this next video. See what we got here. Let's see if it's something more pleasant. I don't remember.
Angus. I'm from Boyertown,
oh, this is. I don't know what this is.
I'm 16 years old, and I hold the Guinness World Records title for the world's largest gape. We don't really sure why I have.
That is not a gape, my friend.
Neither my mom or dad have a big mouth, so it's kind of like a very odd thing. But I'm happy to have it.
If I could have a dream, I wouldn't be so.
You know what? I think I've seen bigger.
No, he's got the world's record.
That's just because he called them because he's lonely enough to reach out to them.
Philip is a very good eater. He eats a lot. He likes to put a lot of food in his mouth at one time, which I've constantly tried to remind him not to. It's a triple decker.
Look at this shit.
Ice
I don't, does he have the world's biggest throat too, or he's gonna choke himself to death?
Whoa, he got all of that. That's 3 in there, dog.
That's the rub.
With
great power comes great responsibility.
Oddly large mouth when I was around 9 years old, because some of my friends started to notice it, and they were like, "Yo,
the big old gape,
really big mouth." But a friend of mine sent me an Instagram post.
No, see, how is that when
Look at this
kid? Oh my God! Well, he needs to get the braces.
Look how big that fucking mouth is in this.
He's got to work on getting the braces removed before.
So I talked to my mom. We measured it, and I found out I could beat the record by 0.25 inches, and I was ecstatic.
I didn't know they did this shit. They measure them like
they don't do it.
I never.
Guinness is it's full of desperation.
But I'm now the best at this. And it feels great knowing that, like, I have this. And
you're not the best at this. You were just born with this, technically.
No, he's working on it. You can tell. Also, I hate it. It's disgusting.
Whoa, look at how fucking big his fucking ass mouth is. Look at all that shit.
What's the point?
It's so scary.
What is the point of this? Did they hire a PR firm for his gape?
I don't know what this was. This is paid for.
Everyone stay safe in the pandemic.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's the advice I need.
From the world's largest gape to your ears. Stay safe, everyone.
Honestly, when you're a little kid, if you know the kid with the world's biggest mouth, that's like elementary school fucking history books. That is like, if you met the kid with the world's biggest mouth, they could eat whatever he wanted at all times. Yeah, hopefully he's not being molested. But besides from that, he is such an impressive performer at lunchtime. That's fucking incredible, dude.
I think it could go either way, though, too. If he was fat, you know the nightmare that it is? You got the biggest mouth and you're overweight. That would be a waking nightmare.
You got to lean in. You got to lean in and make it your whole thing. Now you're mouth boy. You're eating all these things. They're calling you all these stuff. You accept the moniker.
It's very, very traumatizing for the youth.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it's being a kid. Being a kid's fucking traumatizing.
Yeah,
every
I know
thing that happens to you is a fucking whacked out, horrible thing that you don't understand is fucking with your psyche, and then a thing will come up in the middle of therapy and you don't understand. Oh, wow, that means my parents were ignoring me? I didn't know that. I didn't even understand that until you just said that to me.
Well, maybe see a different therapist. It seems like she has something against your parents.
I think that I have something against my parents secretly. You know what I mean?
It's not that secret.
No, it's not. I mean, this. No, people ask me how I found that. I honestly don't remember how I found that. I did not look up largest. It wasn't from gape.
You didn't?
No, because I know I can't show.
Did you look up teenager opens his mouth really wide?
No, I don't like that.
It?
Like that. I like them older. I'm normally looking for wizened teacher. Like needs to teach. Fucking pool student. I was like, why is the student at the pool? What is this, pool school? What is pool school?
You know for a fact, though, there's going to be an exchange student that goes to that guy's school who has the biggest diameter. Because right now, we're just talking this. I feel like we need to get both of these measured because at this point, this guy's a one-trick pony. I need to see the biggest all-around in circumference mouth.
Let's look it up.
Also, if you really want to see something... Largest vagina on Pornhub is truly a disgusting video.
We have seen it. World's record of largest mouth.
Well, what it looks like is that this kid right here that did the video, he does not actually hold the record for world's largest mouth. That is his bid to be the world. This is bid to be
He's a liar.
He is
apparently
0.25 bigger. His gape is 0.25 bigger than this other fucking poser.
That is one friend.
0.25 bigger.
Yeah, this other kid, Johnson.
Whoa, with the world's longest tongue. That's fun. We met the woman with the world's longest tongue.
When?
Yes.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Is that at Coney Island?
Wow, that's so interesting.
So he's not the world's largest mouth. So what is he? And why is he talking about COVID? And why did we watch that then if he's not the world's largest mouth? We just watched a kid open up his mouth. We're almost 40 years old.
Well, his mom,
a teenager, open up his mouth.
Yeah,
his mom said. I mean, his mom said that he does have the world's largest mouth.
That's what moms say. That is what moms say.
But his mom did the measurements, man. Mom did the measurements.
Mom's
it's just you got your fucking ass, dude.
This is what happens when you can't go outside for 2.5 months, and then all of a sudden you have your mother seeing how big you can open up your mouth.
Yeah. But at least it wasn't his father.
Well, who the hell knows what's going on in that house?
Hey, man, the family who gapes together stays together.
There it is. See, now that's incredible.
That's a big mouth.
Yeah. And he's wearing the Guinness shirt. You know that's OG. You know that's legit because he's wearing the Guinness shirt.
I'm with you, Kissel.
Why did we watch that?
I'm with you. I wish this was the man as well, but the other kid is the one who put out the video, unfortunately. That was shown on this stream.
He's got a career.
Boosted his signal.
To take care of.
He's not going to – that guy does. The kid with the world's largest gape, he is just going to be doing bar tricks for a long time until eventually he dies of alcoholism in his home, undiscovered for many days.
I tell you this, I do have an update. As of June 2nd, just a few days ago, the kid on the video was declared by Guinness Book of World Records to have the largest mouth gape. And it is specifically largest mouth gape. Not largest mouth.
What was that other fella that was largest mouth?
I think I think this kid, I think his gape beat it.
But he couldn't do the other thing. He can't go wide with it.
But he didn't try. We don't know if he can go wide or not. He didn't try. He just
why don't you send him a letter, Kissel, and ask him how wide he can fucking make it?
Yeah. I will send him a letter.
You should. You should. Let's see what
then.
we got next. Let me see what other wonders unknown and things we can learn from the next bit of my mandate.
Peace in, peeps. Now, I know you're not going to understand why I'm doing this.
She's a hero.
This is Don Widener. His family don't want him. His brother doesn't want him around. His kids doesn't want him. Actually, they want him to go in the gutter or the toilet. But today, what he's going, he used to work at the land. He was he drove a garbage truck for picked up businesses.
What did he do to his family?
So we're sending him back to the landfill today. All right, here he goes.
Go back to work.
In the dumpster, in the trash. So this is for all the pain and all the turmoil he has caused my children and myself. And what he caused his parents.
I don't know what happened.
So, this is his goodbye. So this little bit right here is for all the times he kicked me in the head.
What in the world?
Yeah, he did bad shit, man. I don't know what he did.
Ooh, God, he's getting in my face. Ooh, nasty bastard.
He's just dumping these ashes just fucking outside, dog. I'm sorry, this is more of a titties video.
Uh-oh.
Where everyone is sad.
Some of him is going in the ground. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my. I mean, this is very cathartic for her.
So what am I going to do?
You're dropping him all over the ground.
It's all over, man.
Yep, now he's all smashed into the dirt.
So, now it's just all over your lawn, though.
For all the pain,
you know what's going to happen here, ma'am.
Sorrow that he is
going to go right into your face again.
My thing is the poor garbage people that have to pick it up afterwards.
Adios, amigos. Peace out. Ooh, he's getting in my face. Ooh, nasty, nasty bastard.
This is also, I am going to also put this together. This is a new video. So this is during the pandemic.
What was his name?
She is fucking outside.
That man must have a rap sheet of some kind.
Let's go back to the beginning of the video just to get his name, because I want to look this up. I want to see if I can find.
Peeps. Now I know you're not going to understand why I'm doing this.
She does have dreads. Yes, people are asking.
Don Widener.
It looks like Donald Lee Wagner.
Widener?
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 Widener? I mean, there's definitely a Gene Widener. She said Donald Gene Widener, right?
I'm like Lee. think it was Donald Lee.
I think it was
Lee. I saw Lee, yeah. But honestly, I saw Lee, yeah. But when it comes down to the only thing, I'm totally all about, fucking dump that bastard. My awful grandmother held sway over my beloved grandfather's ashes for a long time, like keeping them in a cardboard box on her seat. Like, she used to sit on a reclining chair and used to have it sitting there, and she used to say stuff like, "Don't say that in front of your grandfather." Like, you say like weird shit.
Well, it's kind of funny.
It was stuff like, it was fun. My grandmother also thought it was Glenn Beck for a period of time. But
you were Glenn Beck?
Yes. She said he's doing so well on TV.
I can see it.
Yeah, people saying Wagner. Yeah, people Donald
Lee Wagner.
Come on, Mr. Evidence. Yeah, Bones. Yeah, that's right.
Donald
I can't
Lee
see.
Wagner. Also, as the only information that I have is that this woman is also not very nice. So I don't know. Maybe what if Donald Lee Wagner was actually just a super sweet guy, and they drove him crazy?
She said that he kicked her in the head multiple times.
In the head.
Yeah. She deserved.
That's what she said. Okay, she's also dumping ashes in a dumpster.
Donald Widener was a registered sex offender in Iowa.
But is it Wagner or Widener?
See, I don't know. It's Donald Gene Widener.
Got to go back to the beginning.
We got to see. We got to see. And
we'll do a screen pause when she shows it.
Ugh.
It was Gene for real. It was.
I believe it was.
I don't know.
Well, we got.
I thought it was Lee.
Peace
got to
in,
see.
peeps. Now I know you're not going to understand.
We can't devote the rest of the episode.
The audience wants to know.
I also missed keep.
Okay, pause.
Lee.
Donald
Lee Widener.
Was it
Widener. Well, there's a Donald Widener that is a sex offender. But
yeah, Donald.
I just typed in bad
Widener
boy. I
like
put Donald Lee Widener bad boy. Is what I wrote.
And probably how you found that guy's video with his mouth.
Where is it? There's one guy that looks like it. There's a guy named Lee Widener, but I think he's a normal guy. He wears a beret, so he could be a sex offender.
No, he's just a bad teacher.
Well, what are you going to do?
All right, well, there we go.
Marcus is going to continue to research. Marcus is researching.
I'll continue.
If we know it's Widener, I still think it's Wagner, but hey, whatever.
I think I saw Widener.
I can't say. Yeah, it just keeps.
Widener.
It is Widener.
Yeah.
We have Travis to confirm it is Donald Lee Widener.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, how many times you've said this, Kissel? Birthdays are for the living. What's it? Funerals are for the living. Birthdays are for the dying. So technically, it comes down to it. She could ever want. She could do whatever she wants. So
no, he doesn't care.
No one knows.
Bag of ashes. I hope it was the right ashes. Hopefully, they didn't get like the neighbors, and then the
they mix up ashes all the time. They fuck around with that kind of shit all the time. They just mix them up. Whatever you get is whatever you get. Because it comes down to you just got to identify them as your relative, and then they are. Because you don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's not like you're going through the ashes looking for his glasses or for his fucking nipples and shit.
No.
All right, let's see what coming next down the pipe today.
I like that idea, though. Be burned with all of your accessories. That'd be kind of fun.
Hey, fucker.
Oh!
Can't just say "hey fucker" and gets hit in the side of the head. I like that one a lot.
Ridiculous. Look
That's
at
what kids
that.
get. That's what happens to kids.
Well, you can't curse. Cursing is that's a fun rite of passage.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember the first time I cursed hard in front of my mom. I said, "Jesus fucking Christ," and she hit me.
Oh, that's not gonna go.
From it was like we had one of those big vans. I was in the back thing, and I went, "Jesus fucking Christ," and she just went, "Bam!" It's like her arm got big. And she just fucking. It's like fucking Mike Tyson's punch out, dude.
You gotta get rocked every now and again. My parents were very strict. I couldn't say the word "sucks." That was bad news.
That was a big one. My mom got real pissed off. That's why she hated The Simpsons.
I don't understand. There's something wrong with that generation. That's all I'll say.
Very strange. No, I could find nothing on Donald Lee Widener. The best I could do is obituary for Charles Pappy Widener.
Charles Pappy Widener.
Charles Pappy Widener.
He's ironically not the pedophile one.
He was a well-loved grandfather. Lived a long, happy life. Died in 2007.
R.I.P. Pappy.
Hey, man.
Maybe from 9/11
Pappy.
causes.
I hope he's up there getting fucking gaped in heaven.
I hope he's having whatever fun he wants.
Died of mesothelioma related to 9/11.
Mesothelioma. Man, you can get money for that.
You can.
You can. You can.
Remember? All right, let's see. How many do I have left? Do I have videos left? Titties? How many got these?
Let's see here.
Let's
Travis,
see what we got.
Let's see.
I sent a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is funny. Oh, this is cute.
Earthquake.
Oh, Earthquake. Great wrestler, very fun guy.
He was great.
Ooh, I think he's still alive. Whoa! This is surprisingly fun. Whoa!
Where do you get all these?
What are those?
I love these puppets.
Oh, I think they're hand puppets. Whoa! Oh my.
I used to make that noise for fucking hours outside.
You got a kid. Whoa! This could give a person a seizure, so I guess it's would make them just like these people.
We had an earthquake the other night. It was scary, dude.
You had an earthquake?
Yeah, dude.
I like these earthquakes.
You'll get used to them. I had them the other night. Directed by James Brett.
Great job, James Brett.
An auteur.
Oh my God, a lot of people worked on that. How many people worked on it? 1, 2, 3. There's 5 people that worked on that damn thing. More than that.
It's a big crew.
For that?
I honestly, I want more of those. I want some of those puppets.
Yeah.
I wonder what the hell those would be called. I don't know, because I know they have therapy puppets that are like that, where you kind of have conversations where you could talk to each other.
Is your therapist using those with you?
I mostly just, no, a lot of times what we do is I take off all my clothes and we examine me to see where the problems could be coming physically.
Ah, yes.
You know, you've ever had that kind of therapy?
Oh, yes, it's a very long session.
Surprising what comes out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because when a therapist is just sucking under your pinky toe and then all of a sudden you just start fucking have a seizure, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, and then all of a sudden you're crying and the next thing you know, you're forgiving your wife.
It's a breakthrough moment right there.
I get it.
I absolutely
I'm with you.
Totally. You're totally getting more well-adjusted every day.
No, what I do sometimes is I will talk to myself in different voices. I am instructed to go. I do Jungian therapy sometimes. So we split up, and I will talk to myself in a voice, and then I'll talk to myself in another voice. And it's kind of strange about how sometimes the voice that comes out will be from like a character I played from last podcast left, and I didn't realize it was actually attached to a part of that I felt that was attached to my personality.
Are you just going to improv classes and calling it therapy? What are you doing?
She's going to pass me to level 3, and then I can start to have teaching and start having sex with my students like everybody's used to me. Yeah, I get drunk. Yeah, my fucking mind can be a scary place.
Of course.
There are problems. Yeah, you know what doesn't fix it? Sometimes the weed doesn't fix it. But you know what's nice about the weed is that sometimes it puts a fun hat on it.
It could. I had a crazy dream. Stone Cold Steve Austin was there. Undertaker was there. I was in a fight with my father and my high school friend that I'm not friends with anymore. And it was like really intense because the Undertaker got all mad at me. He was trying to beat me up.
What?
I had a dream that I was in Spinal Tap and I was trying to learn Stonehenge on bass and I couldn't get it right and they were getting mad at me. But it was also funny at the same time.
Why is everyone always getting mad at us in our dreams?
Because we make people mad all the time, every single day. Every single day I have to apologize for something. I make people upset, unfortunately, in my personal life and in my professional life.
I can only go with the information I have at the time. Put that on my tombstone.
Honestly, that is very important to keep on your tombstone. Make sure you always say, you should keep that on your card in your wallet.
Can only go with the information I have at the time.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in videos.
We only have one left, so.
Oh, it's only one. Is it my closing one?
Yeah.
Oh, I like my. You know what? The closing one's so much fun. We might as well just kind of talk over it.
All right.
It's really cute, and it's just this guy got introduced to me, by mutual friends of ours, and I like this guy. I like this performer. I was supposed to go see him live, but then everything got canceled.
Is it Tommy Pistol? Are we about to watch him go in?
No, I watched it private.
All right.
I watched it private. No, I don't watch him because now I know him. So I don't watch him perform. I actually can't watch him perform.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I watch him do the other stuff. I watch him do the head stuff, but then I also like because some of them are good.
You do watch him perform.
Wait a second.
I have seen him perform.
What do you mean the head stuff?
He
does talking head stuff.
Oh, I thought you meant you just watched his... Oh, okay.
But you watch him get blown, though. You do that.
I have seen him. Yeah, of course.
And you still do that.
I try. It's awkward now because now we know him.
Hey, Georgie, come here.
We're not going to solve that case.
I don't know what you're gonna do.
All right.
All right. Let's do this. Let's see this. Let's see this video. It's honestly really sweet.
None of our dogs like to be on camera.
They really don't. And I honestly really prefer that.
Oh, there's Georgie.
Oh, do you like the song, Georgie?
Oh.
Oh, this guy's great.
This guy's in costume.
His name is Sax Squatch.
Every musician should just be in a costume all the time.
I mean, he does this in full costume. He does whole concerts like this.
How's he gonna do that there?
He's really good. Or she? I don't know what it is.
He's great.
That's the Sasquatch for you. Perhaps genderless.
Oh.
I love. He's really very smooth, and he does fun-ass shows.
Well, we gotta go. We gotta go. I mean, it is unfortunate he is gonna have to retire with the Chuck E. Cheese band, but that's okay.
Chuck E. Cheese, have you heard about them doing the Phantom restaurants?
Yeah.
Phantom restaurants?
Yep.
We talked lightly over this. So Chuck E. Cheese has been doing this thing during COVID is in order to make money during all of this horseshit, right? During the plague horseshit. He literally are going onto Seamless and creating fake restaurant names and reviews in order to sell food out of the Chuck E. Cheese restaurants. So they can make smart because they're making money off of it, but the food is not particularly great.
It's Chuck E. Cheese food. Someone
Chuck E.
has to love Chuck E. Cheese food the best. They must.
Yeah, pedophiles.
I don't know. I'm sure. Honestly, I'm sure someone is just there for the pizza.
You're there for the atmosphere. But look at this. Imagine someone said, imagine how hard it is to play with these fucking gloves on.
I mean, it's slide guitar. That is, or steel. That's lap steel. That's very.
I always felt like I could play slide guitar.
Have you ever tried?
No. I can't play piano. I can't do anything. Why are you shaking?
George is just feeling the music.
Honestly, this is so relaxing. It kind of made me feel good. He has whole albums of this shit, and I don't listen to a lot of instrumental stuff anymore, especially not jazz.
Do you think that he wears the outfit when recording in studio?
I don't think he can.
Yeah, he should. Otherwise, it's a lie.
I'll listen to this guy's stuff.
Yeah, man, but his live show is supposed to be a lot of fun.
Well, we gotta go. We gotta go.
I would like to go. I was also supposed to go see The Residents that also got canceled.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
they'll be back.
I'm very excited, but I always thought The Residents, oh, that's perfect. They all wear masks.
Yeah, that's a good point.
3 eyeballs on stage. It'd be great.
But now I think they're doing something else. They're doing some other weird costume. It's some kind of stage play type thing they're doing. But I honestly was seeing it in a very small theater. I thought it would be much bigger than that.
Yeah, I got this weird thing that I want to check out. It's a Resident CD-ROM freak show.
Oh, I remember that shit from back in the day.
Unfortunately, it runs on Windows 95. So I don't know how to use it.
That's what's so aggravating about all these updates. Then you can't use the old stuff. If it updates, it should be incorporated with the new stuff, and then you should always be able to use everything. Because you can't play a PlayStation 1 game on my PS4. They oftentimes don't allow that, which is ridiculous. There's a lot of problems. Everything should be grandfathered in, or we're staying here. That's why I got my iPhone 7. Look at that. Broken iPhone 7. And I've never put nothing on there. It's the same ocean as they gave it to me as.
Sir, what sandwich you want? This is a Jimmy John, sir. Please stop, sir.
I'm just saying. Because, if I update that, then they're going to be like, and now you have to get a new phone. And I'm not trying to update that.
Yeah, and you update.
You need a new phone. You need a new phone. We need to have a good phone. We got to end this. We're going to end this stream. But you got to get a new phone.
You got to get a new phone.
PlayStation games should work. PS4 games better work on PS5. That's all I know.
They think they are.
They are. They will. They're doing
But it doesn't
backwards
matter.
compatibility now.
The PS5
building
is
do
going
I
to
have
have
to yell
graphics that we
outside
can't even use.
I'm gonna yell outside of a building as soon as I find the one that makes PS4s.
We'll go find a circular building and go tell them how we get, like, at least you're safe from 9/11 and see how long you last outside. Well, guys, thank you for watching the stream. It's been my mandate. Just such a pleasure. Such a pleasure to fucking be with you and be around all of you. And
See you guys soon.
Can't wait to see y'all again next week, same time.
Yes, we
Same ass.
Same fat time, same fat station.
Bye.